Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys send message on Dak Prescott extension after CD's plea. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones does not feel like the team is taking a risk by letting Dak Prescott's contract situation drag out. Prescott is heading into the final year of the four-year, $160 million deal he signed with the Cowboys in 2021. If Dallas can't reach an extension with Prescott, he'll hit free agency next offseason, and his market will be very robust. The Cowboys would be taking a significant gamble if they allowed Prescott to test free agency, but Jones doesn't consider the lack of an extension before Week 1 as a risk. From the time I thought about buying the Cowboys, I frankly have never dwelled on assessing the risk of what we do around here, Jones said on Wednesday, August 28. There's risk involved in everything you do, almost. There's risk involved, that's the nature of the game. Sometimes it's worked out really well. Sometimes, taking those risks will bite you. I don't even want to talk about any of the decisions we make with personnel with risk. It's all risky. That's a very Jerry Jones way of describing the contract negotiations without much clarity. He added that talks with Prescott will remain like it's been. Prescott has said previously that he feels confident that his agents and the Cowboys will reach an agreement to keep him in Dallas. CeeDee Lamb wants Cowboys to lock in Dak Prescott. The latest update on Prescott's contract situation comes a day after CeeDee Lamb pushed the Cowboys front office to get something done with his quarterback. "You look at our numbers together, they're at top of the charts," Lamb said on Monday. "I have no doubt that they're going to get a deal done. We all know I want Dak here. Jerry wants Dak here, too. Let's just get this under control, kill the speculations." Lamb is fresh off figuring out his own contract situation. His four-year, $136 million deal makes him the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Lamb will also receive a $38 million signing bonus and $100 million guaranteed. The Cowboys' goal is to lock Prescott in before the start of the year. But Jones doesn't get a sense that talks will stop when the season starts. "No, not any indication," Jones said. Dak Prescott has all the leverage on Cowboys. Prescott has said he's not willing to take a discount on his next deal. He really has no reason to. As NFL Network's Ian Rappaport pointed out, Prescott has all the leverage in negotiations. "Make no mistake, he literally has all the leverage," Rappaport said on Monday. The Cowboys would clearly like to get a long-term deal done. If it gets done, he is no doubt going to be the new highest-paid quarterback in the NFL. Here are the options. It is either take a deal that resets the quarterback market, something that Dak Prescott is proud of, that his agent is proud of, that the union knows is a great deal. Or just go be the biggest free agent in NFL history. Those are really the options for Dak Prescott. Prescott and the Cowboys opened the regular season on September 8 against the Cleveland Browns. Cowboys Jerry Jones sends strong message on Dalvin Cook. Just like that, Dalvin Cook is a Cowboys running back, and the question probably should be, what took so long? Well, the actual answer to that is that the team needed to work out CeeDee Lamb's contract in order to carve out some cap room for Cook. But still, the Cowboys have been in need of a jolt in the running back room for 5 months now. Getting Cook to the star is useful, but getting him in with just 10 days until the season opener carries some risk. After all this time spent trying to convince fans, and perhaps themselves, that the team had assembled an NFL-worthy committee at running back, signing Cook comes as an admission that the team just did not have enough at the spot. Cook is just 1 year removed from a run of 4 seasons in which he topped 1,100 yards rushing with the Vikings. He is a 4-time Pro Bowler who tallied 43 touchdowns in those 4 seasons. He left the Vikings for the Jets last year, but never carved out a role, 67 carries, 214 yards, in New York behind starter Breece Hall, and wound up out of the rotation altogether, eventually being released and signed by the Ravens. But team owner and GM Jerry Jones says there is a lot to feel good about with Cook. "Dalvin Cook could really help us out," Jerry Jones said. Speaking to the media after the signing, Jones noted that while Cook will begin his Cowboys tenure on the practice squad, that will soon change. He had a strong message on what he expects from Cook. "Dalvin is someone we all have an appreciation for his career," Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said Wednesday. "He gives us a chance to get in here and run the system. He's initially on the practice squad, gives him a chance to get in here and learn the system. We had hoped that as time went along in this off-season, we would have an opportunity to maybe look at a player of his stature if the right circumstances came along. They came along. We're appreciative of it. We had a workout for him. He's in good shape. He'll get a lot more work. He will learn the system as he goes and he could really help us out this year." Cowboys tabbed as trade destination for top receiving RB. There will be much scrambling on Tuesday as NFL teams seek to pair their rosters to the required 53 players ahead of the opening of the season next week, and it is clear the Cowboys are still weighing all their options. They came into the offseason aware that their running game would take a step backward with the departure of Tony Pollard, but the long summer look at the team's current committee of backs clearly left the Cowboys wanting. Dallas brought in free agent Dalvin Cook for a workout on Monday, and he could be a late addition. Or the Cowboys could seek to bolster the room via trade, and one noteworthy name is apparently hitting the market: Samaje Perine, the eighth-year veteran entering the second year of a two-year, $7.5 million contract he signed with the Broncos last season. NFL Media's Ian Rappaport reported on Monday that Perine is very much available in a trade for a late-round draft pick. Samaje Perine caught 50 passes in 2023. Perine does not quite have the upside of a signing of Cook, but he is a steadier and more reliable back. Cook is 2 years removed from gaining 1,173 yards for the Vikings, who released him nonetheless after he refused to take a pay cut. Perine rushed for 238 yards on 53 carries last season, a healthy average of 4.5 yards per carry. For his career, he has averaged 4.0 yards per carry. Originally drafted by Washington in the 4th round in 2017, Perine bounced to the Dolphins and eventually the Bengals, where he began to establish himself as a quality receiver out of the backfield. He had his best year catching passes in 2023, with 50 receptions for 455 yards, which ranked 7th in the NFL last year.